Hello guys, this is a simple tutorial outlining the transfer of parts made in Inventor and using Blender to put it into Unity. So let's begin. First, you're going to want to open up your Inventor program, which I have right there, but I already have it open right here. And you're just going to want to select to create a new part. Or you can just open up whichever part you have, but just to get a basic overall look at it, we'll just create something right here. We'll just create a basic circle and just we make it 2.5 and then just turn that into a cylinder. Finish that. Extrude as 0.1 there. Okay, so after you have your catted shape in Inventor, you're going to want to export this. But when you export it, make sure you export it in CAD format and choose STL. In here you have all these different parts. Make sure you choose STL right here. Name it whatever you wish. I'll just name this cylinder and should save as cylinder.stl in my documents. Make sure you notice where you save it because you don't want to lose track of where you put your pieces. After that, you're going to want to open Blender. Blender usually already puts this in, but you're not really going to need that. So feel free to delete the cube that they put in there. And then you're going to want to import the file that you just exported from Inventor. So you're going to click Import, choose STL since it opens STLs, and then choose the part that you had. In this case, it was the cylinder.stl. Import that, and as you can see, it shows up right here. Now to get this into Unity, you're going to want to export it and as a different file. But if your shape looks a bit wonky or something in Blender, don't be deterred because Blender for some reason will do that sometimes, but honestly the shape is usually completely the same as it appears in Inventor. So from here you're going to want to choose File, Export, and in this case we'll choose Export as an FBX. However, you can also choose OBJ and 3DS if you want to. I tried those out, they work fine. You could put them into Unity, but I'm going to choose FBX for this case. We'll name this, I already have another shape called cylinder.fbx, so we'll just name this cylinder2.fbx. Export that piece, and it should be all exported. So finally, you're going to want to open Unity. So let me just bring this here. I'll just name this import CAD and create it. You might want to put in an asset package already. So what I usually do is just put in all the asset packages that I already have. But in this case, just to show some stuff, we'll just need characters. But I urge you, when you start up Unity, try and make sure you have all your assets imported. It's really useful and it's pretty easy to just straight up work on your project when you do that. So when Unity opens up, it'll take a little bit decompressing the package and whatever. Oops. Taking a little longer than expected, but should be all good in just a matter of a few seconds. If if yesterday was any knowledge to me. Come on. All right. Now that you have Unity open, you're going to want to import the file that we just set as cylinder2.fbx or whatever file that you have. You're going to want to go to Assets, Import New Asset, go to wherever you exported that item, click it, import that file. As you can see, it appears down here. Click that and make sure that you drag it into your scene. See, the cylinder shows up right there. If you want to change its, rotation or whatever, like if I want it to be flatter, I can make that 90 or something. But it all depends on the item you have and how you catted it. All right. This, however, isn't finished if I want the character to be able to touch it, because even though it looks all tangible and whatnot, this is just a shape. And if I were to take a character, put the prefabricated FPS controller onto it, it would literally, I'd put it on top, run it, and this is what it would do. It would fall right through the shape. Now usually we don't want to see that in games, and in this case this is where colliders come in. Colliders are extremely important, especially when you're bringing in shapes. Now when we put in a shape, I think some people might safely assume that a character might identify something that has shape as being tangible, but it's not necessarily the case. It actually needs to be it actually needs to have been told that it is tangible within the engine itself. So in order to do this, you're going to want to select your item, model, select, and click Generate Colliders. Apply that. When you generate colliders, the FPS controller will identify this cylinder as something tangible, and it won't go through it any longer. So if I run this, it shouldn't go through the cylinder, although it did. But that's probably due to the location of the controller. Yeah. Alright. So you want to make sure that your controller is also completely above the cylinder, otherwise it'll fall off. So what I did was have it slightly underneath, which would cause it to fall off, even though it is tangible. So you want it to be above it. Now when I run it this time, it should not fall off, since I made it tangible. Yeah. See? I'm on top of this cylinder. I can walk around a bit. I kind of should have made it bigger, but it's fine. You get how it works. And then now, in order to get off, I actually have to jump off. And then you can see. So, colliders are extremely important when creating games because it's what creates the illusion of tangibility, which usually is how every game runs, be it racing or adventure games or shooters. Every game pretty much has it needs to have a I literally just forgot what it was called, but it needs to be able to have tangibility when interacting with other objects in the game. So yeah, when you're importing things from Inventor to Blender to this process is what works. And so far, it is the least tedious process when you're trying to put Inventor into Unity. And since we understand and are used to using Inventor, I think this is a pretty smart process. So, yep, that's about it. That's about it. Hope this helps. Bye.